Man, oh man, I love me some Doom. And who doesn't? If you were gaming in the mid-90s, you knew Doom. While it didn't invent the first-person shooter, Doom did make the genre more metal than any game before it. You were a space marine on Mars, fighting through tight, maze-like corridors to slay the demons of hell and striking back against the invasion. All set to a heavy metal soundtrack inspired by, and sometimes even straight up covering, the likes of Pantera, Alice in Chains, Black Sabbath, Slayer, and Metallica. Doom is a timeless classic that still works today. It was so good that for years afterwards, shooters weren't called first-person shooters, they were called Doom clones. It doesn't get any better than that. But for the purpose of this video, I want to focus on the enemies. One in particular, my all-time favorite, Pinky. This bastard. He wasn't even officially named Pinky back then, we just called him that because we were dumb kids that didn't know any better. He was the only enemy actually bearing the name Demon, and to quote the manual, he's sorta like a shaved gorilla, except with horns, big head, lots of teeth, and harder to kill. He was a menacing freak of nature, and he instantly stuck with us. When one of these things was around, you knew it. He had that low, guttural growl, and he was also the only enemy that would sometimes show up invisible, only to be seen by those glowing red eyes and that great chunk he just took out of your ass. Now, fast forward to 2016, and we have a brand new demon-slaying romp through hell. With fresh and gorgeous graphics and an industrial techno-metal soundtrack, this is definitely a Doom for the modern age. But, as I was playing through the early levels, I noticed something's missing. Where's Pinky? We see the Possessed, Imps, Hell Knights, Barons, Caco Demons, even this crazy new summoner thing that reminds me of something out of Brutal Legend.
Aha! I knew it! Big ugly demon.
Kinda sexy though, in a weird way.
I'm halfway through the game and Pinky's yet to rear his ugly head. But he's around here somewhere. I mean, they couldn't make it Doom without all the demons. Holy crap, it's Pinky.
Demonic breach detected.
Hey there, old friend. Okay. I think the little guy is a bit overexcited. Let's try that again. Oh. Okay, so Pinky has learned a few new tricks since we last saw him. I mean, look at him. He's armored, he's fast, and just straight up evil. What you're seeing is the actual, unedited footage of the first time I encountered Pinky in the new Doom. I didn't know what to do. I mean, you saw him take a shot from a fully charged Gauss cannon to the face, and he just kept coming. He's definitely upgraded since we last saw him. Now, in Doom Classic, Pinky looked me. And he was. As it said in the manual, if you got close to him, you knew it. Even still, he wasn't any faster than the rest of the enemies, and a couple of good shotgun blasts to the face was usually enough to take care of him on all but the hardest difficulty. And while he was a bit more trouble in a horde, as long as you had patience and the proper footwork, he didn't exactly pose a huge threat. Seriously, even if you ran out of ammo and had to punch him to death, you could still take him out without too much trouble. Let's try that on the new improved Pinky. Well, that didn't work. It's clear to me now. Pinky isn't a pushover anymore. He's had enough, damn it. Now it's his turn to conquer and kick ass. With all that new armor in the front, he's a real challenge to tackle head on. Pun intended. But even with his new tricks, there's still a way to take him out without too much hassle. As long as you're quick and accurate. Yeah, see that? You forgot one of the first rules of fighting, Pinky. You gotta cover your ass, bro. However, if you still want a more straightforward way of taking him out, there's always that trusty chainsaw. Maybe you'll get it right next time, little buddy. In the meantime, keep trying.